Ryan make an opening statement and then take questions from you guys.
You know, I thought the guys came out and did what they had to do to win the game. When you get to this time of year, and if you're a basketball fan and you watch scores throughout the country, there's a lot of upsets happen this time of year. There's a lot of teams that don't play as well this time of year, and again, we've played an unbelievable schedule, and to now throw a couple games at home back to back where I knew our guys weren't as excited to play, but I thought they came out, they took care of their business. I thought 20 assists, 10 turnovers, things that we need to do to continue to get better. And you know, I have a great respect for Ryan and St. Francis and their kids. And you know, we played them a year ago, and I get to make a choice. Do we want people back? Do we not want them back? And I have a great respect for him and how he approaches coaching and how his kids play. And so I knew they'd come in here and fight. They've won 10 games. One thing about that level, you played a lot of games already. So, you know, I thought it was good for our guys, and now we'll get a couple days off.
Coach, the other day, things were a little lackluster in that second half. Did you see a lot of improvement in the practices leading up to this game?
Well, I think our practices have been very competitive and at times more competitive than the game. And that's good. That's how it should be. And I think our guys understand what we've got in front of us. And so we've got to be our best every time we come out now. And anything less, you won't win. It won't matter who you're playing. And so, in the Horizon League, it's proven it don't matter whether you're at home or on the road. And so I think we make improvements. I thought Tark, you know, really took care of business tonight in the second half and was out there talking and leading. And again, those are all good things.
With tonight's game and then earlier this week, do these games help you figure out what your rotations are going to be going into conference play?
Well, I think we're pretty well set right now, and you know, it was unfortunate Rob got sick, and there's a lot of stuff going around because like tonight, I wanted him to get this game tonight, but no, we feel pretty good about where we're at and the 8, 9, 10. But just like him being sick, you never know when somebody's going to be down for a game, and that's where you got to have depth, and I feel like we have good depth.
Coach, with conference right around the corner, you got the two tough road games with Wright State and Northern Kentucky coming up. Do you think you guys are going to be up to the test?
Well, I think I have great respect for both those programs, and you know, Northern Kentucky's off to a great start, and Wright State, like us, has played a pretty heavy schedule with, I think they end up Saturday at Mississippi State. So, you know, I think what I see in the league is some teams that have all went on the road and been very competitive in Power 5 games. And I watched Oakland the other night against Georgia. They were right there, had a chance. And so I think, you know, the nice part about it, the league gives us this for Christmas every year. We get to go to Wright State and Northern Kentucky. It's a funny thing. Every other league I've been in, usually you flip and do something different. But we just keep getting to go to Wright State and Northern Kentucky, and that's how we'll look at it, is we get to go and, hey, you're playing the two teams that were picked 1 and 2 in the league.
Coach, you guys were very, very good on the road late in the season last year. So far this year, you haven't been able to finish any of those road games out, even though you've been close in a couple of them. What do you guys have to do a little differently to maybe kind of sneak out a win coming up?
Well, I think our guys know, and you know, you ask any of them, they'd love to have the Duquesne game back. They'd love to have a couple of those games back, but that's the great thing about basketball and about life. You don't get them back. You got to learn, and I think even like Ferg tonight, with 2 minutes to go, even though the game's over, he had pulled it back. He was like, we don't need to score anymore. And so there isn't any question And I even felt like coming back from Duquesne and the Bradley game and some of those, we got better at closing. And, you know, the good part for us is I told our guys, this is our best home non-conference record since I've been here. And, yeah, we didn't go steal any on the road, but we only gave up one at home. And if you ask the guys, they'd probably like to have that game back in the second half. So we'll continue to grow and get better and use this time to really work at it.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Bring in Godwin.